Show.
I must dig my dig in the mashed potatoes. Go hog.
This is a team sport. It's not a talent-based sport.
We got Bobby fucking Petrino back. If I'm honest with myself right now, it's a cool 12-0. Oh, look at that tornado.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate Big Show. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFL.
Right beside me over here is the illustrious man himself, Chase Sessoms, a.k.a. the Wolf of Oakland. Of course, below us on screen, but above in our hearts, Uncle Rico, Erik, ETOP21 Sports, whatever you want to call him. It doesn't matter because he will give you winners no matter what.
You want it? I'm going to give it to you right now.
Want it, and he is going to give it to you right now. It's what he says to the people asking for the picks. It's what he says to the ladies on date night. It's how it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I picture
Jim.
Erik as an aggressive but gentle lover.
He's got a mature man's touch. He knows you don't have to go overboard.
Sports Facts chiming in. Am I the right one of these? So I have a gripe. Erik, I think we griped on Spring Fever about StreamYard and the new updates that they have. So for YouTube, you upload it to landscape and portrait. Do you know what I think? You know what I think it's doing? I think it's uploading two different streams to your channel.
It is.
Really?
I look for Spring Fever.
So I'm going to stop doing that.
The thing I'm confused at is I've done 3 recordings and it's only been the traditional one for me.
I'm going to stop doing that for YouTube. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's make some money chiming in. Love me some Missouri over Oklahoma today. We're going to get into that game. We're going to get into every game. Anything you guys want to talk about, like the overarching college football landscape? Last time we recorded, shout out James Franklin, Virginia Tech.
I think that's a great hire. I mean, he's done really well in that heart belt of recruiting. He's going to have a budget. I think they're going to do really good. And you're going to go from having to beat Ohio State and Michigan, not being able to beat those. Now you're going up against Dabo and Mario Cristobal. I mean, I think that's a great move for old whatchamacallit.
You know, I saw a rumor this week that Dabo was in talks with Arkansas, which I'm pretty certain is just a rumor, and 2 would absolutely kill me inside if we ended up with Dabo as our head coach.
It came out like it was at the post on Twitter.
Yeah.
It came out like someone did it, and then like that guy was just making shit up.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Chase, I feel like that would be, you go from worst case scenario to worst case, because you were making fun of Louisville forever for the Bobby Petrino thing, and then you guys get Bobby Petrino.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone you've made fun of more than Dabo. So if you ended up getting Dabo, it would be
It would be just a confirmation that it's just a goddamn conspiracy against me all the time.
Guess who is golfing in Arkansas today?
I just assume Hugh Freeze because he golfs everywhere.
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Who?
John Gruden.
Okay. That name gets
Man,
thrown around every
I'm
Arkansas coaching cycle.
He's getting his Tiger Woods on right now.
Erik, how do you actually feel about Gruden? Because I feel like Gruden would be objectively hilarious as an outside observer.
And awful.
Yeah, I don't think you would work at all.
No,
me either.
Have you guys looked up what Gruden does? He's kind of I like what he's doing now. His videos and shit.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
I haven't watched any of it. Yeah. He's been rumored to be our next head coach for decades now.
Decades.
I love that.
That's over 10 years.
Halftime football talk. Oh, sorry. Hollywood is real football talk. What's up, fellas? Locking my final slate since I release 6 picks every week, helping decide his final one. You guys want to do that real quick before we get started? Houston moneyline TCU, Georgia Tech -2.5. Which one? Of
I
those
like
two?
Georgia Tech. I'm a Georgia Tech believer.
I like Houston.
I like Houston too.
Take for that what you will. Are you boys ready to dive in to today's slate?
Let's do it.
Get it.
I have a shitload of picks. Eric has an appropriate amount of picks. Chase has an appropriate amount of picks. Let's go. Starting off, Missouri at Oklahoma. The Sooners are 5.5-point favorites at home. Over under is 52.5 plus 195 on the money line. I dabbled with something in this one. Do you guys have anything?
I didn't. I did see that Missouri's going to have Bo Prabula back after he separated his ankle, dislocated his ankle a couple weeks ago. Amazingly back today, but I stayed away from this game because I have no idea if he's playing or what that would do to him.
I worry, even if he is playing, he's obviously not going to be 100%. And even at 100%, his passing stats tanked once they started SEC play. But I do trust Missouri's defense. I trust Oklahoma's defense quite a bit. I don't know if I trust their offense at all. They got really lucky to beat Alabama. I am taking under 43. I think we don't see a lot of points in this game. I think it's also a prime letdown spot for Oklahoma after that win. I can't help. I wanted to put Missouri on like the sprinkles list too, but I just didn't. I stayed away. I'm only playing the under. In the ACC, Miami heading to Virginia Tech to take on the Hokies. Miami a 17.5-point road favorite here. Over under 49.5 plus 625 on the money line for Virginia Tech. James Franklin Magic. The vibes are good in Blacksburg. Maybe Virginia Tech gets it done. You guys have anything?
No.
No gobble gobble?
No gobble gobble.
If this was next week, maybe I have to take Virginia Tech during Thanksgiving weekend. I feel like that should be a rule.
Just for the straight up gobble gobble factor.
17.5 feels a lot for Miami. I don't know. They're still kind of alive for the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna need some help. Like
that was the other thing I saw on Twitter all over this week was the Miami versus Notre Dame debate.
So I guess my question is, we didn't even talk about it. Not to go backwards. What do you think Lane does?
I think he stays.
I don't know. I saw this morning that they're getting ready to make him a $90 million offer at LSU.
I think he stays.
I think he stays too.
But I think Lane will draw it out as long as possible.
Sounds about right.
I think he goes to LSU.
Staying in the ACC, Louisville at SMU. SMU 4.5-point favorite here at home. Over under 49.5 plus 160 on the money line for the Cardinals. SMU, hey, still a shot to make the ACC title game here.
Yeah.
They're playing for something. I feel like Louisville's fell off a little bit. I don't have anything here. If I did anything, it'd probably be SMU. I just think SMU is a better class than Louisville right now. This is also the time of year where I like to look at the college football standings. But I got nothing here. I assume you guys have nothing here. Moving on. Delaware. Boom. Blue Hens, baby. Delaware at Wake Forest. Wake are 17.5-point home favorites here. Over under 49.5 plus 675 on the money line. I feel just out of principle. I should have bet Delaware. I didn't, but I should. Chase, what do you got?
I did it for you. I got Delaware plus 18 at Wake Forest. This may be their first year in FBS, but this is a tough and very gritty Delaware team, and I think they'll keep this close all the way to the end. I mean, who is Wake Forest to be laying 18 points here? Who is that? I don't know. I don't trust it. I love Delaware. I think this is a great team, and they're very scrappy. So give me Delaware plus the 18.
Wake Forest already made a bowl, so don't really fully understand what they're playing for. They're having a great season. I like Delaware in this spot, but I did not bring myself to add it. Tulsa at Army. Army are 10-point favorites here at home. Over under 44.5 plus 295 on the money line for the Golden Hurricanes of Tulsa. Another one that I just like. I've been loving Tulsa in spots all season. Did not get there with Army. Stayed away.
It seemed like I had to like really force myself to like things in the 11 o'clock slate. It's a pretty lackluster 11 o'clock slate, I thought.
Tulsa does suck. But hey, you know what? They're playing feistier. They're playing a little bit feistier this season. 0-6 in conference sucks, but they've been covering. They've been covering a little bit. Over to the Big 12. Kansas at Iowa State. The Cyclones of Iowa State, 3.5-point favorites here at home, over under 55.5, plus 140 on the money line. Anybody?
No.
You know what? I think I had it here. Here it is. Kansas money line. Kansas money line.
I thought about it, Jim. I thought about it hard.
Iowa State has disappointed me a lot this season. I had some high hopes. Injuries, of course, don't help. But it's seemingly every time this team is on offense, it's like all on Rocco Beck's shoulders, and he can only do so much.
True.
I think Kansas has been disappointing too. I don't know. Two disappointing teams. Give me the dog. Minnesota at Northwestern. The Wildcats of Northwestern are 3.5-point favorites at home, over under 40.5, plus 150 on the money line. Chase!
I think the way to play this isn't to take a side, it's to take the under. I'm on the under 40.5 here because these are two surprisingly stout defenses against two pretty anemic offenses. I know 40 is a low number, but I do think that this is a really low scoring game. So I'm going with the under 40.5 here.
I wouldn't hate people taking Minnesota here just because I feel like Northwestern's in a letdown spot after the brutal loss against Michigan last week. You were right there. And I feel like emotionally, I don't know if this Northwestern team is at the level where they can just walk away from that unscathed. Samford, Texas A&M, 54.5.
Nothing.
I feel like I kind of wanted to take Samford here just because this is all just gut. Like historically, I feel like Texas A&M, these penultimate week games where it's just like, okay, we're about to play Texas. Got that, look it up. We're just gonna score like 31 points and cruise.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Erik not betting anything?
All my stuff's later, man. That was brutal.
It was hard to find stuff in the early slate, wasn't it, Erik?
My first bet isn't until 12:45 p.m.
Moving on. Charlotte at Georgia.
Oh,
Georgia, 42.5-point favorite. 53.5 is your total.
this is my first bet.
Hey!
I am on Charlotte here plus 45.5.
Woo.
Been the trend here. I'm a little worried because we're seeing people on social media start to do this a little bit more. And anytime there's a trend that I like and I see it become more mainstream, I always get a little tight. As a favorite of 38 points or more, Kirby Smart's 0-11 against the spread. Now, here are the list of teams that Georgia has failed to cover against this number. Austin Prairie, Ball State, Charlton Southern, Kent State, Murray State, Nicholls State, UAB, and UMass twice. I'm not going to overthink it here. I'm just going to play the trend.
I feel like that's a Kirby Smart Georgia thing is they don't ever cover these.
It's because, if they run a play and they F it up, then he just runs the same basic run play 8 times in a row until they get it right.
So do you still like it at 42.5, Erik?
Yeah. Anything over 38.
I took the under in this game for similar reasons. I took under 54.5. I still like it at 53.5. I feel like no matter, like Erik said, Georgia will just keep it vanilla and not do a ton on offense. And I don't think there's a shot that Charlotte's scoring a point. So give me the under in this game. Washington State, JMU. Washington State has one of the weirdest schedules I've ever seen.
They're doing all they can. I mean, they're not in a conference. They're just trying to compete.
Yeah, but the fact that they keep flying cross country.
Yeah.
James Madison are 14.5-point favorites here at home, over under 43.5, plus 470 on the money line.
I will say this, and if you can find anything over 14, I'd go JMU just because, dude, they were going no huddle and they're up multiple scores last week. Yeah, they're playing for style points right now.
They need to.
It's a big fucking mason jar, dude.
They need to, dude. I feel like they're right there. They probably need some stuff to happen in the American, but they got to play with style points. Washington State, I hate the travel. I like JMU's defense, but here's what I did. I bet over 43.
Washington State is just a team we look to bet at home. Let's not outthink their own.
Yep. That's a shame because I used to really love Washington State, and it's what's happened to them in Oregon State's a damn shame.
Well, they got the new Pac-12 going in, Jimmy.
Well, hopefully that helps. Baylor at Arizona. Arizona are 6.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 62.5. I don't see a money line post. Do you guys see a money line post anywhere?
No.
Let me see. Plus 195 for Baylor for the Bears. Anyone touch this one? I feel like Baylor, for me personally, has been a major disappointment for how high I was when we did the Big 12 preview. Eric, you know.
Yeah.
Disappointing. ODU at Georgia Southern. Old Dominion are 10.5-point favorites on the road. Over under 63.5 plus 320 on the money line. I hate myself for it. I'm disgusted with myself for it. Give me Georgia Southern plus 11. I'm taking Clay Helton. Too big. The dog is too big. Georgia Southern plays too fast, too hard. Oh man, sports. Baylor fucking sucks. They're getting a new coach for sure. I don't know. I don't think he gets fired this season.
I don't think Dave Aranda gets fired. Not this season.
He's got to make some changes though.
Probably, yeah.
Got to make some changes. The defense, if he's calling the defense, which he is this season, it cannot be that bad. That's unacceptable. Ball State at Toledo. Toledo 26.5-point favorite here, over under 45.5 plus 2,200 on the money line. You know what? I'm adding it. Give me Ball State plus 26.5. This is just Jason Candle and Toledo as like a big favorite in the MAC. I'm just fading it. I'm sorry.
Respect.
Have to. Fuck all you guys that should go to Wisconsin. I would like him at Wisconsin. Get him in there at DC under Fickle. Missouri State, Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State 6.5-point favorite here at home. Over under 54.5 plus 185 on the money line. Can anyone stop this Kennesaw State team? The heater that they're on.
I mean, they're in a kind of a weird situation. Basically, what do they need? They need some funky stuff to happen right now because they're outside looking in at the Conference USA.
Yeah, they need probably Western Kentucky, but I don't think Western Kentucky plays another conference game, do they?
No, they play
Western Kentucky, Jack State.
Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna need some help to get in.
They just need to win out and then Jacksonville State to beat Western Kentucky, right?
I think though that Western Kentucky owns a tiebreaker over them. So I think even if Western Kentucky loses.
Do they?
Yeah. So if even Western Kentucky loses and they get another loss, it's a weird spot.
I think you might be right. Yeah. It's weird. Dude, all the tiebreaker shit for like conference championship weekend drives me crazy, but I love it. I love going over it. Nevada at Wyoming. The Cowboys are 6.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 39.5 plus 200 on the money line. Chase, take it away.
Give me Wyoming minus the 6.5. I say welcome to 72-20, Nevada. Listen, I did not think that this home field advantage with the altitude and the dryness was real. And then I tried to walk up the concourse to our seats at the Wyoming game, and I was fucking gassed and thirsty. So I believe in this home field advantage. I believe in Wyoming. Give me the minus 6.5.
Were you like the guy from Stafford and Son, Red Fox? You like, this is the big one. I'm dying.
Dude, we got to the top level to the concourse. And I was like, water.
I have.
And Jim's just ripping a Marlboro, walking up the stairs.
No, I wish you. Wyoming does seem like the kind of spot where you could smoke in the stadium.
Right.
Right. When I was at Joplin a couple weeks ago, I did find a bar you could smoke in. That was pretty sick. It was like traveling back in time.
We did in Wyoming find just a regular ass gas station that you could buy ammunition in. Yep,
that too.
Yeah.
I got this game a little bit later.
Yes.
Mercer at Auburn. Auburn 27.5-point favorite here. Mercer outright plus 2,000.
Yes.
Eastern Illinois at Alabama, 50.5 point spread. I actually think Eastern Illinois might cover that. I'm staying away, though.
Possibly.
Marshall at App State. Marshall are 5.5 point road favorites at App State. Over under 57.5 plus 190 on the money line.
I got nothing.
I wanted to get there with App State so bad. Wyoming was a beautiful
I would go
state,
back
too.
to Wyoming.
Yeah,
I would go back to Wyoming in a heartbeat. It
in
was
a
awesome.
heartbeat.
Listen, you get a little bit high, and you look around. It's like being on the moon. It's amazing.
I really wanted to get there with App State, but I just couldn't. They've been real bad this season. Sports Facts, fading Auburn. Always knew I liked you. Let's make some money. 6-9. App State, yes! I respect it. South Florida at UAB. USF are 21.5 point favorites on the road in Birmingham. Over under is 68.5 plus 950 on the money line. I hate the Lakers. I love it. UAB outright.
So hear me out here. So just hear me out. The coach has been interviewing all week. Because you idiotically did not kick a field goal to beat Memphis, you are on the outside looking in now. You used to be in the driver's seat for the college football playoff. Because you didn't kick the field goal, you cost your program how many millions of dollars? I think this is a complete. Does USF even show up? They're not even in the college football playoffs now. They're not even going to make the conference game.
Yeah, they're behind 4 different teams.
Talking about completely fucking up your season. USF wins the gold mine on that. I didn't bet it, but I can see just because UAB's defense is so fucking bad, and USF just plays fast. But I could see it would not shock me at all if UAB wins this outright.
I would not shock me. I would like this more if USF was still like in the conference hunt. And UAB was the killer.
I like it more because the coach is out interviewing.
I feel like he would still be out interviewing regardless.
The season is done because you didn't kick the fucking field goal against Memphis. You cost your program probably $20 million. And now you're going to UAB with probably going to the fucking New Mexico Bowl where you're going to make like $2. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
God, plus 950 is nice. I hope it happens. UConn at FAU. UConn are 6.5 point favorites on the road here. Over under 64.5 plus 195 on the money line. Come on. FAU plus 7, baby.
There you go.
Give me that cover. Give me that cover. UConn's had a good season, but on the road, this team has been sneaky, like, not that great. Give me FAU to cover. Maybe a little sprinkle. Sam Houston at Middle Tennessee. MTSU, 6.5 point favorite here. Over under 53.5 plus 200 on the money line. The hottest team in the country, Sam Houston.
I'm good.
My son got a recruitment letter from FAU this week, and we pitched it right away. Erik, you're not going to fade Middle Tennessee here as a favorite?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought you'd be all about that. Libibity at La Tech. Louisiana Tech, 1 point favorite here at home. Over under 45.5. Minus 108 on the money line for Liberty.
If this were to swing the Liberty way and I could get a plus money on Louisiana Tech at home, I would take it, but it's a pass. It's a pass for me. I thought really hard about taking La Tech on the money line, though.
I don't think it's I think it's kind of just stayed pretty even throughout. New Mexico State at UTEP. UTEP are 3 point favorites at home here. Over under 44.5 plus 136 on the money line. Old Man Betting at Sports. Liberty for him. Respect. Erik, jump on UTEP, huh?
No, nothing for me, man.
Perhaps the game of the day, USC at Oregon. Oregon are 10.5-point favorites at home here. Over under 59.5 plus 320 on the money line. Chase.
I got it at 10, and I'm taking Oregon minus the 10 because this defense is absolutely elite. You have the home field advantage of Autzen, which is a real thing. It really is. And USC does a lot of things pretty well on offense, and they all happen to be things that Oregon is, pretty good at taking away. So I think Oregon might womp them in this spot, especially since their coach has small dick energy. So let me get Oregon minus the 10.
I did something here too.
Love it. What do you got?
I took the Trojans plus 10. I don't know, did I get 10? Yeah, plus 10. I just haven't been on high on this Oregon team all year. Their most impressive win is what? Penn State, and Penn State isn't good this season. When you just kind of step back, this is going to be the best passing attack that Oregon has faced all season. USC is the second best wide receiver duo in the country. And it's going to put stress on this Oregon secondary. Oregon's offense isn't at full strength. They got some injuries in the trenches. Deontay Moore is banged up, broke his nose last week. The real thing is USC going to be able to slow down this Ducks run game? And with what's going on in the trenches, I think they're going to be able to contain it. I think they're going to be able to manage it. Like I said, Moore's banged up. I think Dante Moore is not that good. This is going to be the best weather USC has played in a couple of weeks. I think this is going to allow their offense to get back into form. And this Oregon team isn't like Oregon teams in the past. It's not as physical as it's been in the trenches, and that's going to favor USC. I think USC is actually going to be able to run the ball here, which is going to open up that passing attack. And then look, everything I've looked on online, everyone is on Oregon. So I'm going to go down the other path. Give me the Trojans here.
I didn't bet it, but 10 does feel like too many points. I do feel like USC's offense will be able to do a lot. Seeing USC, I don't know if there's a run game that USC can stop, aside from the one time they stopped Michigan's magically.
And I will say this, if USC wins this game, they're in the college football playoffs. If Oregon wins this game, they're in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, whoever wins this is in the playoffs. Oregon, do you think if Oregon loses, they might still be in?
No.
10-2?
Oh, if they lose and they beat Washington, yeah, I think they could still be. And I think this is more of a win for them. But
it's definitely like a play-in game for USC.
And I mean, I have them plus 700 to make the college football playoffs, so I didn't play their money line.
So because it would be very funny if they win this and just lose to UCLA next week.
Oh my God, dude. I would be fucking so pissed, dude. Oh God, dude.
Arkansas at Texas. Texas are 8.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 58.5 plus 260 on the money line. I got something here, Chase. Why don't you start us off?
We almost always win. So give me Arkansas. I got them plus 9. If you look at the Razorbacks' average losing margin this season, and you toss out the Notre Dame game where they just got whomped and Sam Pittman got fired, then it's around 3 points. They play everyone to about a field goal, and then they fuck it up. So on we almost always win, and the fact that Taylon Green, I believe, leads the country in total yards per game, I think that we keep this close. It's technically a rivalry game for us. Maybe not a rivalry game for Texas, but it's a rivalry game for us. I think we're all jacked up, and we lose it by a field goal like we always fucking do. So that's it. That's my play.
I got a bet here too.
Lay it on me, Uncle Rico.
I took the Hogs plus 9. I know they're sitting at 2-8, but when you look at this team, they have a plus 18 scoring differential. Chase mentioned how much.
I fucking love that, by the way.
Chase mentioned how this team is always loses by 3 points. This team has already set an FBS record for most losses in a season decided by 3 points or fewer. When you look at Alabama, LSU, and Mississippi State, all three, they had a post-game win expectancy of over 62%. They easily should have won those games. They're not as bad as their record shows. Meanwhile, Texas walking in a flat spot coming off a loss to Georgia that basically ended any realistic path to the college football playoff. And you have their big rival, Texas A&M, on back. Classic sandwich spot. We need to remember Arkansas, if it wasn't for the penalties, they should have beat Tennessee on the road. Since Petrino has taken over the play calling, Arkansas is averaging 34.1 points per game. They're way better at finishing off drives. When I looked at Texas defensively, they run cover 3 a lot. Then I looked how Green has done against cover 3. He has been excellent this year against cover 3. I think they're going to be able to move the ball. Another thing, Hill from Texas, he's gone. That is a massive loss in the middle of the field. That's going to help open up Arkansas's run game. All things considered, the spot's too good. I'm fading Texas here. I'm rolling with the Hogs at +9.
I'm on Arkansas +9 here, dude. Again,
your ladder bet.
This might be the ladder bet for the week. This there's not really too much more to say. I was gonna bring up it's insane to me that a team that's 2-8 with a +18 point differential.
It's so us, man.
I love
It's
it.
crazy.
All in on Texas. Now, I'm not saying Arkansas wins the game because I don't think they do, because they just never do.
We almost always
But they're a covering machine.
They are. It's true.
The only game that's the outlier here is Notre Dame. And to have that game on your resume and still have a +18 point differential is so fucking awesome. I love it. Yeah, Arkansas +9. Kentucky at Vanderbilt. Vandy are 6.5 point favorites here at home. Over under 54.5 +270 on the money line for Kentucky. Is Arkansas the mega whale 100 unit play? Absolute mega lock.
Man. Do you guys get ever listen to the sports radio and hear the we got locks you have to play infomercials on Saturday mornings?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, love them. I got to play here.
What is it, Chase?
It's a system play, which is fuck Kentucky forever. Give me Vandy -8. That's it. It's system play.
I also have a play in this game. I'm afraid it's anti your system play. I'm taking Kentucky +8 here.
Why you got to fuck with the system?
Because I think Kentucky's on a little bit of a rise, and I think Vanderbilt, while I love Diego Pavia and how nuts this team is, and I love taking this team as a dog, I don't think I like Vanderbilt that much as favorites. I don't think I trust them fully, and I like where Kentucky's at. Kentucky's still, playing for a bowl game. They're fired up, dude. Mike Stoops saving his job.
Is Vanderbilt actually going to make the college football playoffs?
The SEC is going to have so many 10-2 teams. I don't know. Because what will Vanderbilt's best win be at the end of the season? A probably unranked Missouri.
Fair.
So maybe.
I mean, I'm
maybe
looking at it right now. You're not.
Maybe.
Diego's going to be playing football until he's 35.
Yeah, did you see that old Joe Aguilar joined on his lawsuit?
Because Joey doesn't want to sell insurance.
Yeah, those boys are just going to be trying to play football till they die. They're college football specifically. I say make the jump to the United Football League.
There's success stories. People make the league out of there.
Damn right. Michigan State at Iowa. Iowa are 16.5 point favorites here at home. Over under 42.5 +575 on the money line. Erik, is Michigan State finally dead to you? I remember how disappointed you were last week.
Oh, dude. Spot of spots, dude. Jonathan Smith, he can fucking get a walk in. I'll take fucking Pat Fitzgerald at this point.
This is drastic from what I mentioned last week. I mentioned Pat Fitzgerald to you last week. It looked like you were about to spit on me.
I will take fucking a high school coach from fucking 10-2 Ithaca over Jonathan Smith right now.
Nick Saban makes his return.
Anybody. Fuck, dude. I take Steve. What was the Lions coach who used to coach the 49ers? Spacing on his name.
Oh, Mariucci?
Yeah. I'll even take, what's his name? Jim Tusana. I'll take anybody, dude. Anybody.
There's a little bit of football talk bets. I like it. I have a bet in this game. The Michigan State-Iowa game. And that is over 43.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I think Iowa will be able to run and score. And when Iowa's able to run and score, they put up points actually this season.
Fair.
And I don't know what Michigan State has to offer in terms of like anything. What do you think about your boy getting? What about your boy Childs getting benched?
He's been awful. Like
Yeah.
he has regressed so much, and that's another thing. Like he's just awful.
Well, you're still above Purdue.
He's gone. He's going to transfer somewhere. Probably fucking win the Heisman next year. He's probably. We're at hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically, if let's say Lane goes to LSU and Childs goes to LSU, I'm immediately betting Childs to win the Heisman.
Really?
Immediately.
I can respect it. Just good things can't happen in Michigan State is what you're saying?
I'm just saying we have a bonehead as a fucking coach, dude.
What happened? Because he was such a hot name. You were like super stoked to have him when he came in.
I was super stoked, but they brought the offensive line. He just has done a brutal job just recruiting. And like, it's really simple. To be successful at Michigan State, you have to get those 3-star kids in the Detroit area and in the Northern Ohio area. That's all you have to do. And he is just not connecting to that.
Get a Mac guy. Get Chris Creighton.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I would love it.
No,
Dude.
I didn't Noah Kim.
No. Noah Kim stays far away. Duke at North Carolina. Duke are 7-point favorites here on the road. Over under 51.5 plus 215 on the money line for UNC. And I'm doing it. I'm taking not only the under 51.5 in Duke, North Carolina, but I'm taking UNC plus 7. The Fighting Bill Belichick's.
Oh, I have a play here.
Give me UNC plus 7 and the under. I love it. Erik.
Yeah, I'm on UNC here. First thing I'm asking, what's the mental state of Duke? They just got eliminated from the ACC championship race with that loss.
Not technically.
Yeah.
They're not technically, but basically.
They're coming off back-to-back losses where the Manny Diaz defense, which is supposed to be his calling card, is giving up an average of 35.5 points per game. This defense sucks. It's not even a competitive defense. Meanwhile, North Carolina, full desperation mode. They need this game and next week to get to a bowl, and I think they actually want to make a bowl game. The defense has been elite over the last 4 weeks. That Wake Forest score where the guy fumbled and it was like a 60-yard touchdown.
It was a neck and neck game.
Lotto ticket play of the season. Outside of that, UNC's been locked in. The Duke quarterback from Tulane has really struggled under pressure. He's going to see plenty of that. Gio Lopez hasn't had the season UNC fans had hoped for. But this Duke secondary is one of the worst in the ACC. They're allowing 274 passing yards per game. I think Lopez is going to be able to settle in and have some success against it. Duke is 0-7 ATS as a road favorite off of a double-digit loss. UNC is 6-0 ATS as an underdog against Duke. Their last 6 and their last 10 final home games, their last 10 times they've had the last 10 years in their final home game of the season, they're 8-2-1 ATS. Also, Duke has really struggled this year in the red zone. And where you're laying a ton of points, you need to be able to get 7s instead of 3s. I'm getting a rivalry game where the home team is a dog getting a touchdown and they have a better defense. This is a no-brainer to me.
Agree 100%. I also feel like UNC, they realistically should be 6-4 instead of 4-6. The Cal and Virginia games, I kind of think, like, you know, as much as I love Cal should have won and they did win, but UNC, you know. Syracuse at Notre Dame, 36.5 points.
I didn't play it, but I honestly think it's easy cover for Notre Dame. They're just whomping people as of late.
And they're putting up style points left and right.
Yeah.
If this was the Syracuse of like week 2, I feel like they're such a different team once their quarterback got hurt.
If this was Dino Babers.
Sorry.
This should be a Dino Babers hammer.
Sorry.
Eric's doing training.
Sorry, starting another educational credit. Sorry, my bad. Gotta get those videos playing in the background.
This is like a Notre Dame spot. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to keep winning. You know how it is.
Yep.
Moving on. East Carolina. The Pirates at UTSA. I agree. I hate the Lakers. I agree. ECU minus 2.5 at UTSA. Over under 63.5 plus 110 on the money line. Chase!
Yet another system play. We got a home dog within a field goal, so I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle on the money line, and also going to take the points. So UTSA plus 2.5 and the 115 on the money line.
Yeah, I didn't even fuck around with it. I took UTSA money line because of this reason right here. Let's make some money. Pirates could make the AAC championship game. They got hype. They had a big win last week. And guess what? You're coming into San Antonio to a team that at home has been actually pretty darn good this season.
Pretty good.
They've been putting up points at home. Give me UTSA to wreck East Carolina's season here.
To wreck it.
Wreck it.
Just wreck it, Ralph.
That's what you
Southern Miss at South Alabama. South Alabama minus 1.5 at home, over under 52.5 plus. Minus 108 on the money line for Southern Miss. Chase.
If I'm correct, this is at South Alabama, and it's a spread within a field goal. So I'm on the money line here. South Alabama minus 110.
I like it. Erik, are we off the Southern Miss train now that the quarterback is hurt?
I think they're just resting up for next week, because next week determines if they go to the game, the Sun Belt. I think they're just completely sitting everyone out until next game against Troy.
I think them and Troy are playing for the West, unless Troy loses again.
So I think they're just resting everyone right now.
Yeah, unless Troy loses this week. If Troy loses this week, then Southern Miss is locked up. Yeah, because then Troy would be 4-3 in conference. So, yep, I can see it. I mean, he's probably a little banged up, but I think Eric's right.
I think if this was a must win, I think he'd be playing.
Yeah. If this was a must win, I think he would be in. Jacksonville State at FIU, Florida International, the airport. 1.5 point favorites here at home, over under 55.5 plus 100 on the money line.
I got something.
Man, I'm just mad at myself because I didn't do anything in this game. So go ahead, Uncle Rico.
I took FIU here plus 1.5. My baby Panthers. They just need one more win to lock in the bowl game. One more win to get that over 5.5 win total. And I think this is where the spot they get it. Again, this game means absolutely nothing to Jacksonville State. They're coming off that big emotional win over Kennesaw State, even though they're outgained by close to 300 yards. Their entire season comes down to next week against Western Kentucky. That's the game that decides who gets into the Conference USA title game. Classic look-ahead spot. Let's be honest. Jackson State is Voodoo Central. They should have lost to Sam Houston, to Middle Tennessee State, to UTEP, where they had 16 special teams points. They've escaped all season long with weird bounces, fluky finishes. That stuff tends to even out. Meanwhile, FIU actually matches up well. They can run the ball. They can shorten this game. They're going to play with urgency because the postseason depends on it. I like the chaos. I think the chaos stops here. Give me the Panthers of Florida International plus 1.5.
I like it. Our Panthers, Erik. I remember how high we were on them during the CUSA preview. I did nothing in this one, though. I stayed away. Tulane at Temple. Tulane. Is Pitbull going to be at the game?
Mr. Worldwide.
Tulane at Temple.
305.
The Green Wave are 7.5 point favorites on the road at Temple. Over under 54.5 plus 245 on the money line.
This is a pretty popular spot for Temple, I think. I think a lot of people are taking that Temple side.
Yeah, I'm with the public dog. I'm with Temple plus 8.5. But damn it, it's not because everyone's loving Temple and fading Tulane. It's because I love Temple. I have loved Temple for years. I've been on this owl train. Temple and Rice, I fucking love them. I can't quit them. And the AAC loves to do this shit is once they get a team, it's like, oh, now Tulane's going to make the college football playoffs. Wreck their chances. Mm-hmm. This conference is going to eat itself alive. Mm-hmm. And send JMU to the college football playoff. So Temple, I got plus 8.5. I like it plus 7.5. A little sprinkle too. We'll get to the sprinkles later. Michigan at Maryland. Michigan are 14-point favorites on the road at Maryland. Over under 46.5 plus 410 on the money line. I am going to piss, shit, and throw up with this pick, but damn it, it's before the big game. Give me Maryland plus 14. I hate it. I hate taking Maryland in this spot, but I have to. I can't with this Michigan team right before the big game. What's going to happen, they're going to come in, they're going to look dog shit against Maryland and go in and beat Ohio State next week. That's what's happening. That's the timeline. Maryland plus 14 is the play. Also, I think he got confirmed for another year, so there's no like weirdness with the coaching situation. Kansas State at Utah. Utah are 17.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 52.5 plus 575 on the money line. No, I really wanted to get there with K-State, but this Kansas State team, surprisingly enough, they have like no run game.
Except for Avery Johnson trying to scramble.
Running for his life. It's like all on Avery Johnson's shoulders. And while he's had moments this year that I think impress me, it's been too much. And this K-State team is not the K-State teams that I'm used to seeing. They're actually kind of sloppy, too, with penalties.
We saw what happens when they run into like a formidable defense whenever they played against Texas Tech.
Utah just eats these kinds of teams alive, especially at home. So I stayed away.
Utah can still fuck around and make the Big 12 game. They need a little help. But
well, they need some help from another game happening today.
Yeah.
Which we will get to. TCU at Houston. Houston are 1.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 55.5 plus 102 on the money line for TCU. You know, if Utah and BYU lose today, Houston's not out of this thing.
All right.
Willie Fritz, baby.
Willie Fritz magic.
I mean, I like Houston here, but...
I mean, real quick.
Oh, wait, never mind. I wrote it down. Houston -2. Boom. Boom. Suck it, nerds.
Suck it, nerds. Dude, the Big 12, Utah's going to need BYU to lose twice. So that means they're going to have to lose to Cincinnati and UCF.
That's not happening.
Yeah, so... I mean,
it's probably BYU.
Arizona State technically still alive. Cincinnati's still alive somehow.
Well, I think the Cincinnati BYU game helps figure that out.
Yeah, because they play each other.
But I think Houston is more alive than ASU because Houston has the head-to-head.
Yeah,
dude, if Willie Fritz goes to the conference championship game in year 2, watch out. Oklahoma State at UCF. Speaking of Big 12, UCF. 13.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 47.5 plus 390 on the money line. Also, we forgot to mention it with the K-State game. What a dog shit performance against Oklahoma State. I'm just sorry. You can't just put up 14 points. When UCF is a 13.5-point favorite, this team, Oklahoma State, sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anyone betting this one? Georgia State at Troy. Troy, -9.5 at home. Over under 51.5 plus 295 on the money line. No, I hate Georgia State, so no. Coastal Carolina at South Carolina, 24.5. Anybody taking 24.5?
Nope.
Tim Beck. Coastal not, are they dead? Coastal's dead now, I think, right?
Coastal's DOA.
Yeah, they're dead. No, not touching. Furman, Clemson.
I could see Coastal just because of how brutal of a loss it was last week for South Carolina. That's the only thing I have on that, but I'm not playing the game.
Furman at Clemson, 41.5.
I would take Furman there, but I'm not doing it.
ULM, Texas State. Texas State, 20.5-point favorites here. Over under 58.5 plus 850 on the money line.
You know I love some ULM, but I'm not playing this game.
Not playing it. Erik?
Nope.
Nothing.
Texas State, pretty disappointing season, I'm going to be honest. Pitt at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech are 2.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 59.5 plus 110 on the money line for the Pitt Panthers. Chase!
I'm going Georgia Tech minus the 2.5. They're still on pace to make the ACC championship game, therefore the playoff. And I think they handled business against a deflated Pitt team after they got just cooked by Notre Dame last week. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Georgia Tech there. I really believe in Haynes King. So let's get it.
Haynes King is the truth, but also I didn't bet it, but this is like because Georgia Tech is still like the front runner and alive for the ACC championship game. It's why I would love Pitt, because these are the spots that Pitt lives for. These are the Narduzzi games that just kill you. And like he came out and said last week, they could lose by 100 to Notre Dame and he wouldn't care.
Don't Narduzzi it. Don't Narduzzi it. Nard doesn't it. Does that work?
I would worry. I also feel like these teams aren't that different in a lot of respects. Nebraska at Penn State. Penn State, 7.5-point favorite here at home, over under 45.5 plus 240 on the money line.
The disrespect, Jim. The
line's been coming down. It opened at 9.5. So it's been dropping.
Yeah.
I think the reasoning for that is just because when you look at Nebraska's game against UCLA, they did a really good job drawing up like quick reads for TJ Lateef, true freshman. This is his second start. It's on the road in a hostile environment. I get it. I just feel like 7.5 is too many points for this Penn State team. And Nebraska's been good at covering the only game as a dog. Nebraska's been covering these like pretty decent spreads.
What do you think about Rayola's little brother decommitting from Nebraska?
I think it's probably a nothing burger because you got after Rayola. Speaking of which, yes, Rayola is out for the season. So you have Dylan, at least one more year, and then you have TJ Lateef right after him. And then it would be Dalton's turn probably, but we have a really promising guy in the next class who's like a 4-star who's looking really good. So probably just not a spot for him anywhere. So he's fair. And I'm assuming these guys are all like vying for like the playing time's like the biggest thing for these guys. So I'm not too worried about it. If we lose Dylan, I'm going to cry a little bit because I'm on Team Dylan Rayola. Colorado State at Boise State. Boise State 17.5-point favorites here at home, over under 45.5 plus 575 on the money line.
Nothing.
Number's too big. If the number was smaller, I needed to be just a little bit lower, and I would be on Boise State there because as we've noted, Jim, Colorado State just quit. They quit.
But also, I feel like Boise State's underrated for one of the more like deflated teams.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the Lakers, Boise State. Like it feels to me like they're extremely just deflated and out of it. Moving on. New Mexico at Air Force. New Mexico 3.5-point favorite on the road here. Over under 52.5 plus 140 on the money line. Air Force as a dog here?
They're done. They're out of bowl contention.
I do think Jason Eck has this thing going. Not technically, New Mexico, not technically out of the running.
Yeah, they could still make the Mountain West game too.
Yeah, because they have the head-to-head against UNLV as well. So, still playing for a lot. Tennessee at Florida. The Volunteers. Speaking of which, New Mexico 4, let's make some money. And where's Jason Eck going next season?
I mean, I think it's going to... To me, he screams American Conference.
Like, I was going to say Oklahoma State.
Oh. Maybe.
Like fun, interesting offense.
Yeah.
Innovative. Oklahoma State. Tennessee is a 3.5-point favorite at Florida. Over under 58.5. Gators are plus 154 on the money line.
I got Florida at 4.5. I still play it at 3.5. Big reason for me is Banks is back to Florida. This guy is the best defensive tackle in all of college football. Going to be a top 15 pick in the draft. Having him on the field completely changes the Gators front. They're going to be able to get a pass rush instantly, and that matters against Aguilar, who struggles against pressure. Also, if Florida can get home with Banks, this is just going to flip the whole matchup. We're going to see turnovers. We're going to see shorter fields for Florida. Tennessee also struggles defending the run. This is going to open things up. Florida's going to be able to run the ball. that limits Lagway from passing the ball. They're going to put people in the box. That's going to open up the passing attack. Have the Florida wide receivers in one-on-one matchups. Also, over the last 20 years, Florida has covered 72% of the time as home conference dogs. Tennessee has lost their last 7 against the number going to Florida. With Banks back, the matchup advantage and the trends, I'm just going to take the Gators here. I got 4.5. Anything over 3 is a buy.
It's a legit home field advantage. Chase, you touch this one at all?
No, it's a tricky game. Tricky game.
I am saying fuck the spread. I just took Florida money line plus 157. Fuck the spread here. Who cares? Florida wins outright. I don't think Tennessee's that great. That's kind of my take there. I see some people like still trying to say like Tennessee like deserves a look. I've seen a couple people say that. Disagree. Hard disagree.
Yeah.
Illinois at Wisconsin. Illinois, 8.5-point favorite here on the road. Over under 41.5 plus 270 on the money line. Wisconsin, at least defensively, still playing hard. So, I don't know. I thought about this one. I mulled it around. Maybe an underplay wouldn't be bad, but I ended up staying away.
Yeah, I got nothing.
North Texas at Rice. North Texas, 17.5-point favorite here on the road. Over under 56.5 plus 625. Does anybody have the stones to take the Rice Owls?
No.
Stoneless.
Plus 17. No, I stayed away here. I think North Texas, maybe like an overplay wouldn't be bad because North Texas, their offense could put up a shitload of points.
Yeah.
Lane's going to Florida. I think he's a Florida guy. Sports facts, fading Florida. Cal at Stanford, the big game, baby. Cal, 3.5-point favorites on the road in Santa Clara. Over under 47.5 plus 140 on the money line. I think Cal's the better team, but obviously, like 3.5, 3 points. You take the dog here. Like you can't not take Stanford. I'm not touching this one. I'm staying away. I will be watching. I'll be rooting for my glorious Cal Bears and the beautiful cheese and stuff sandwiches that they supply.
Mm-hmm.
But staying
sandwich
away.
play. We should just call that sandwich play.
Sandwich play. I'm not playing it, but still.
Yeah.
Stanford's interesting next year. They got a ton of money coming in for the. I mean, it depends who they get as their coach.
Yeah, but I think that could.
Sam Pittman.
I think that could contribute to who goes there. You know what I mean? Like they got a ton of money. What was it, like 10 million?
That was a lot of money.
So I'm just saying that's kind of one of those places that we could be shocked at for next season. Like hypothetically, if Fitzgerald goes there.
Oh, I think Fitzgerald would be a great fit.
Yeah.
Like already coming from Northwest. Oh, yeah, that'd be a great. Oh, Erik. I love that. Western Kentucky at LSU, 22.5 points.
So this is an interesting game because LSU just got spanked. Not really spanked. I mean, if they would have made a field goal, they could have fucking covered, but against Alabama. And Western Kentucky's season comes down to next week. Like, which team is going to show up? Like, as soon as one player goes off the field, I think Western Kentucky is going to literally pull all their starters. As soon as one guy gets banged up, I think they're just going to pull everybody.
I can see it. This game means literally nothing to them. They're just collecting a paycheck. I stayed away. BYU, Cincinnati. BYU, 2.5-point favorite here on the road. Over under 56.5 plus 120 on the money line for the Bearcats. Chase.
West Coast team going east. Or not West Coast, but Western team going east. Give me Cincinnati plus 125 on the money line here because I think, Cincinnati, 3-point dog at home. It's that field goal or lower. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle. Give me Cincinnati.
My only worry is that we've seen like the Satterfield got like as far as he can during the season and they're starting to fall apart a little bit. It's my only worry for Cincinnati. Like losing to Utah is one thing. Losing to Arizona at home, tough. Like I don't hate it though. I don't hate it. Moving on. I also will be watching. That'll be a very entertaining game, I think. Arizona State at Colorado. ASU are 7-point favorites here on the road. Over under 47.5 plus 215 on the money line. Give me Arizona State minus 6.5 system play. I fade Colorado.
Respect.
I mean, the talk about teams that have like given up.
Yeah.
This is rough. Washington at UCLA. Washington are 10.5 point favorites here on the road. Over under 51.5. Plus 340 on the money line for the Bruins.
Nothing.
Nothing? I mean, yeah, Washington on the road's been pretty bad this season, but that's also usually going out east, so I stayed away. San Jose State, San Diego State. San Diego State, 12.5 point favorite here at home. Over under 50.5 plus 380 on the money line.
Nope.
San Diego State, front runner right now in the Mountain West. They got some pressure.
Nope.
Let's make some money. Washington over Oregon next week. I mean, I wouldn't hate playing the under in San Jose, San Diego State, because we've seen San Diego State's defense be able to just like keep teams to nothing, and also San Diego State's offense do nothing. So I don't hate under 50.5, but I'm staying away. Utah State at Fresno State as the nightcapper. Fresno State, 2.5 point favorite here at home. Over under 51.5 plus 120 on the money line.
Nope.
I took Utah State here, plus the 2.5.
Of course you did.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means, but
Interesting.
of course you did.
Well, Chase, you know it was tough. We're both Fresno State guys. We're both fans of the program, but also big fan and have been a big fan of Rocky Dick and Balls, Bronco Mendenhall.
Rocky Dick and Balls, man.
For
Dick and
a
Balls.
long time. I like what he's doing at Utah State. I would love to be betting Utah State next season, but
He's still there.
oh yeah, true. If he's still there, let's make some money. Washington over Oregon next week.
Yeah.
Will be fun. All right, boys. What? Let's run through your picks real quick, and then we'll get to these parlays, round robins, teasers, and whatnot. Eric, why don't you start us off?
I have Charlotte, UNC, USC, FIU, Florida, and Arkansas.
Chase, what are you rolling with?
Minnesota Northwestern under 40.5, Delaware plus 18, Wyoming minus 6.5, Oregon minus 10, Arkansas plus 9, South Alabama on the money line, UTSA plus 2.5 in the money line, Vandy minus 8, Georgia Tech minus 2.5, and Cincinnati 125 on the money line.
And I am rolling with FAU plus 7, Temple plus 8.5, Georgia Southern plus 11, Florida money line, Washington State James Madison over 43, Maryland plus 14, UNC Duke under 51.5, UNC plus 7 in that one, Missouri Oklahoma under 43, Charlotte Georgia under 54.5, Houston minus 2, Arizona State minus 6.5, Arkansas plus 8.5, Kansas on the money line, Michigan State, Iowa over 43, UTSA money line, Kentucky plus 8, and Utah State plus 2.5. Little sprinkles, by the way. For FAU plus 216, Temple plus 254, UNC plus 200, Nebraska plus 240, Kentucky plus 273. Little sprinkles.
I have no money lines for whoever asked.
Any round robins?
Oh, yeah. You know we got those.
I do. Hold on.
Chase, why don't you roll with yours?
Yeah, it's my all-dog round robin. Delaware plus 18, Arkansas plus 9, South Alabama money line, UTSA money line, Cincy money line.
Mine is Florida, North Carolina, Kansas, UTSA, and Utah State.
USC, FIU, Florida, Arkansas, and UNC.
I also wanted to do something gross besides a teaser. I also do have a teaser, but I have what some people say. I've seen some TikTok touts. They post about their great wins, and they just do moneyline favorite parlays. So I'm doing one. It's gross. It's ugly. Don't do this, but I'm doing one. BYU, James Madison, Houston, Cal, New Mexico, Fresno State. Yes, I understand I cannot win both the round robin and the favorite money line parlay, but I had to get gross with it. So that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 team parlay for plus 1,500. Nasty business.
Nasty, just gross.
Threw up in my mouth.
Grosser, though, is this nice, juicy fucking teaser. Come on. Here's what we're doing. We're going to tease Florida Atlantic up to plus 13. We're going to tease Temple up to plus 14.5. I'm going to get Tulsa involved there. Get those Golden Hurricanes up to plus 16. I'm bringing Michigan, the Wolverines, down to minus 8. Arizona State minus half a point. Give me Wyoming as a pick'em. Give me Arizona minus half a point. All that together, 8-1.
That's a juicy teaser, Jim.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That's hot.
What did we decide on our ladder bet, boys? Are we just rolling with Arkansas here? We're at $68.80.
Jesus. And we're just gonna keep doing this until we get a grant. A grant?
No, I was thinking college football championship weekend.
Okay.
Army Navy game.
Oh yeah, sorry, Chase is right. We said it on Gymnasium, Army Navy game, the end of like the regular season. We're gonna do so. We're gonna have if it's $68 today, it'll be roughly like 130, 140.
Yeah.
Next week. So then it'll be like 280, 290. And then championship weekend, it'll be like damn near 500. And then it'll be close to like $900 riding on Army Navy.
Yeah.
So what, we're going to go till we get 10? 10
No, we're just going to go to the end of the season. Army Navy.
Okay.
End of the season.
All right.
So are we going with Arkansas this week?
Let's go to Arkansas.
You got to. Yeah.
Okay, let me see what that current line is now. Arkansas plus 8.
Sounds good.
Minus
I
107. We
apologize
get some pretty
to-
good ones there.
I apologize to both of you ahead of time for us fucking things up.
Okay, 68-80 to win 64-30.
Sounds good.
Let's go. Also, just for the people, I have 2 college basketball plays. Central Michigan plus 24, Ball State, Indiana State under 152.
There we go.
Boom.
I have one college basketball play.
You want to tell them, or do you want it to be a little secret?
Hold on, let me get the line, Jim. Let me get
DM Erik at eTop21 Sports for his college.
Jesus, dude. God. I didn't know we're doing college basketball. You gotta
Well, I don't always have college basketball. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The numbers they call for me.
I did the North Carolina Central Eagles plus 30 against Dayton.
Beautiful. Any other takes or thoughts you guys want to get out of there before we leave you to enjoy this wonderful college football Saturday?
Yeah, kick fucking field goals. That's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Erik will always be team field goal.
Always.
It's got to be kind of frustrating having rooting for the Detroit Lions.
And if we would have kicked the field goal against the fucking 49ers, we would have won a fucking Super Bowl.
Thank you all for watching. We love you, and we'll see you next time for another episode of the College Football Tailgate Big Show.